Hey guys, what's going on? So we're going to talk about the e-cigarette, or vaping as it's known in the community, I guess. At least here in Tucson, we've got groups that get together that are all vaporizers, vapors, if you will. And they compare machines and stuff like that. Because you can get some of these that are rebuildables, they call them. Some people make custom ones that are made out of, like little cans or, blocks of wood. Really cool looking. A lot of different options out there. But I wanted to go over my experience with what I've used and what's working for me. I've got a lot of great emails, comments, PMs from people saying that I inspired them to start this and to try it out. And that is cool as hell. I love it. I just got off with Joshua Baker on Facebook, and he said he's 3 or 4 days in, and it's already passed the after eating test, the get in the car test, the at work, the just chill time test, and he's loving it. And he thanked me, and you know what? I've got to push the congrats or the thank yous over to my wife, because she's the one that got me started on it. Either way, I'm 42 days in now. It's May 11th, 2013, and I love it. I'm not going back. Couple things that I've been asked, not only on YouTube, but in general when I'm walking around town or at work or in the store and people see me vaping, is they ask, well, what is that you're taking into your system and you're blowing out? Now you can see it looks like smoke. The cool thing about this is that it feels like you're hitting a cigarette, and you still get that sensation. The best thing is you're not getting the tar and the 500 and some odd other chemicals that you are in a cigarette. All you're getting is, and I'm going to read right off of the bottle. Here's one of the bottles. It's a vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, nicotine, which I'll explain here in a second, and natural and artificial flavors. The nicotine, you can get these bottles in several different levels of nicotine. For example, my wife started at 18 milligrams of nicotine. Now, taking into consideration your standard cigarette is 9 milligrams, okay? She started at 18 and dropped down to 14 on the day that I started. So I started at 14 milligrams of nicotine in mine. I went about a week and we dropped down to 9. Went about another week, maybe 2, I think it was only another week. We're down to 6 milligrams right now. This is what I just picked up today. It's pomegranate, and it's 6 milligrams of nicotine. My plan is to eventually drop down to 3 milligrams, and possibly eventually down to 0 milligrams, and just, if I can't kick this oral fixation, then I'll just keep vaping away without nicotine. Now, nicotine has a bad following. Nicotine, obviously, straight up is a poison. It does have some medicinal values. It can help with blood pressure. It can help prevent strokes. It can help with schizophrenia. Some doctors, that's one of the things that they recommend for schizophrenics. Got it. Now for me, if I can drop it out of my system completely, I'm going to try. So let's take a look at the vaporizers that I've got. Now this one here is what I started with. This one is my wife's backup battery. She's got 2 of these. You can get them all sorts of different colors. She's got a black one and a white one. But you can get them with all sorts of girly designs on them, or cool manly designs on them, or whatever you want. And this is the way they come, with this tank on it. If you notice, this comes off, okay? And then the top comes off, and that's how you fill it. You take the juice, which is what they call this, it's got a little eyedropper, and you fill that up to the fill line, and then you go from there. Put the mouthpiece back on it, which there we go, and put it back on the battery, and you're good to go. Now this is not a bad setup. You can get multiple tanks. Okay, let's see if you guys can see this. Several tanks, and have backups, because you're going to go through the juice, because you're not smoking a regular cigarette, and you can smoke these in more places than normal. You're going to be sitting around puffing away throughout the day, and you're going to want a backup so that you don't run out and you start jonesing bad for a smoke and end up bumming a smoke from somebody. Okay, so this is the EGO-C upgrade. That's what this one is. Now, I use the Taste It iTaste MVP. This one is a lot more battery. This is, I think, 1,000 amps, volts, something like that. This is 2,500. The other benefit of this is that you can charge your cell phone off of this. Check this out. This is really cool. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. We're going to now watch my phone as I plug it in. I already got the switch. There's a switch down here for input or output, so that you can charge it or you can charge other things. So we're going to plug this in. If I can get the USB right. Boom. Oh, the phone just came on because it's charging. See if you guys can see. Right by the time, you'll see that it's charging. You see that? How cool is that? And the cool thing is, while that's charging, you can still vape. So that's one big benefit of this. The other benefit is that you can adjust your volts for higher or lower, and you can track how many hits you've taken it off of it that day. Now that's my volts. Let's see here. I've taken 326 hits today, and this one, because of the tank I'm using, it's a 4-wick system. You fill this tank with the juice, and the wicks pick it up. Now it's kind of like a light bulb inside the main head, in which it's got a coil, and that's what heats up those wicks and pulls the vapor out. You know, in my opinion, this is the best bang for its buck. This iTaste cost 70 bucks, came with 2 tanks and the charger and all that stuff. Now this is an upgrade tank. The other tank's a little bit smaller, and I think it's only a 2-wick. This, I think, was 19 bucks for this tank, and this tank will last me throughout my entire work day until I get home, and then I usually have to add some more. But that's to each their own. It's got a little swivel head on it. It works great. You know, I don't know what more to say besides, you know, my doctor told me he doesn't care if I'm on nicotine gum or the patch or however I'm getting the nicotine, as long as I get off of cigarettes. So this is how I'm doing it. It's working for me. I implore you to give it a shot. Now, there are other e-cigs out there, ones that actually look like a cigarette. I tried one of those a while back, and after a few weeks I started getting bad coughing. Now that was just me. I don't know what the deal was. But what I have found is that with those type, you're going to find that in public you're going to get more scrutiny, because it does look like you're actually smoking. And people don't like that. Or this, the only thing I have been asked is, are you smoking pot? But it's obviously not a cigarette. And once you explain to people what it is, they get it. So, there you go, guys. I hope you try it. If you're in the Tucson area, definitely check out Old Pueblo Vapors, okay, OVP. at Speedway in Craycroft, right behind, or right in the same shopping center as Subway. Great, amazing customer service. You're not going to deal with the BS that you will over at Freedom. The flavors are much better. Not quite as much, as many flavors. I mean, you can't get, like you can at Freedom, you can get like garlic, you can get bacon. I haven't tried that one yet. Or onion. I mean, who wants to sit there and suck on an onion? So, that's my cue that I gotta quit this video because something might be done. So I gotta go, guys, but try it. If you want to quit smoking, this is what I recommend. This is the best thing that I've come across, and it works great for me. One more thing before I go. The way I've always hit a cigarette is I take the smoke into my mouth, and then I inhale it. Now, if you're a person that likes more of a burn, like my buddy, I got him onto this. He's got my old one of these. He just inhales it while still getting some air. So you're not making an airtight fit here, and inhales at the same time. You get a much heavier hit and more of a burn in the back of your throat. That's not my gig. I find when I do that, after a while I start getting a scratch in the back of my throat. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go proof this shit. Because if I stay on here too much longer, I might have too weak of stuff. So, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. And vape on. What I wanted to... Fuck me. Hey guys, what's going on? The e-cigarette, vaping, what do you call them freaks, not psychologists, they're the ones that help them. I'll think of it. God damn it. What the hell are they called? Schizophrenics. Schizophrenics. Of course I didn't pre-loosen it, which I should have. Yeah. And then the top comes off.